Nigerians reinstated fuel subsidy set to drain almost half of oil revenue in 2024, IMF says. Subsidies were reintroduced due to high inflation, Naira slump. So apparently, this fuel subsidy thing, there's a whole lot of drama surrounding it. Even if they want to write Nigerian fuel subsidy case or issue as a book, I don't want to know how many parts that this book is going to have, because truth be told, some powers that be in Nigeria don't want the fuel subsidy to be taken out completely because they are benefiting massively from it. There's a whole lot that is not being said about this fuel subsidy. So the revenue that Nigeria has made so far from oil export, this fuel subsidy is draining the revenues that Nigeria have managed to make out of oil or crude oil export. Then you ask yourself, for how long will Nigeria continue in this fuel subsidy thing? Yes, they said that when Dangote built the refinery, is going to help a whole lot. Dangote has built his refinery, but things are still the way they are. Why can't Nigeria invest in seeing that the 4 refineries that Nigeria has, they put it into working, proper working? Why can't Nigeria see that? Because reviving these refineries will create jobs for the youths. It will even contribute immensely to the economy of Nigeria. Because by the time they export Nigerian crude oil out of Nigeria at cheaper rate, they will refine it. Even the one they call waste they don't bring back to Nigeria, they still make money out of it. They will now return this refined oil and sell it to Nigerians at far more expensive than they bought it while they exported it out. Yes, even Abia State now have signed an agreement that by next year they will start refining oil in Abia State, which that alone is going to provide a whole lot of employments to Abia youths or to the youths. So the only way Nigeria have to stop this fuel subsidy is by putting refineries, the 4 refineries that are on ground, into functioning 150%, not just 100%. And equally building new refineries. Times are changing. For how long will Nigeria keep exporting its crude oil to be refined somewhere else? It will be exported at cheaper rate, refined, and even the landing cost, the money they pay for the oil to land safe, the taxes are higher. For how long should Nigeria continue with this fuel subsidy thing? Because at the end of the day, the fuel or the gas is very expensive. It's always the poor masses that are suffering it. Because the politicians, the rich and mighty, they have a way of getting these things in quantums, in the numbers they need them. So at the end of the day, it's just an average Nigeria that is suffering from it, which is not fair to an average Nigeria. How much is even minimum wage? Somebody that you're paying 30,000, and by the time they calculate their transport alone to go to work and return, at the end of the month, what is left out of that 30,000 minimum wage? Some of these people have family, they need to feed their family. Some of these people, they have other needs they need to attend to. It's not a crime if Nigeria is made to work for average Nigeria, even though we know that the people that are claiming that they created Nigeria don't want Nigeria to work for an average Nigeria. Nigeria is not wired to work for an average Nigeria. But for how long will our leaders continue in this trade of the people that created the so-called Nigeria? Why can't our leaders take a different approach, like countries like Niger, Burkina Faso, Mali, that say that they don't want to continue in the line of the colonial master, they want to do things differently? It's their country, that their resources are for them to control and for them to dictate the terms. For how long? Even Guinea. Countries are doing away with their colonial masters. Countries are taking total responsibility and sovereignty of their country. Year to year, we are talking the same issues. Fuel subsidy, fuel subsidy. Nigerian government and the politicians, they should think, oh, nothing lasts forever.